Did you have Vivian killed because of this?
All new Deception. Next Monday, 10/9 Central, here on NBC.
An unexpected announcement becomes a major topic at tonight's Columbia City Council meeting.
House Democrats file a bill to expand Medicaid eligibility.
And as we continue to celebrate Black History Month, we'll introduce you to a local woman who's helping others get back on their feet. KOMU 8 News at 10 starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 10.
From a controversial construction project to an airline's departure, the Columbia City Council is tackling a number of big issues tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jemmery.
And I'm Joe Chiodo. KOMU 8's Gina Cook is live with the latest at City Hall.
Tonight's meeting just wrapped up with a long discussion on whether or not to tear down historic homes to expand Providence Road. Several residents of those homes spoke out tonight, and most of the City Council members appear to be in favor of a better solution, including newly elected 5th Ward Councilwoman Laura Nauser, who said, quote, "Everybody has to give up something that we can all live with." The City Council will come to a decision on this in 2 months. Earlier today, however, it discussed Frontier Airlines' decision to stop flights in Columbia, but it doesn't appear a lack of passengers was the issue.
We were, filling the planes for the most part. A lot of planes had 100+ people on them, so it was a surprise to us.
Glasscock added that Frontier's decision was based on concentrating more on its business clientele. Reporting live in Columbia, Gina Cook, KOMU 8 News.
Mayor Bob McDavid says the city knew a few weeks ago there was the chance Frontier would leave, but it did not get confirmation until this weekend. The mayor says it's no surprise since Frontier was most likely losing money in this market. A Frontier supervisor says there's a chance the company might end service earlier than May 13th.
Columbia is growing, and for it to grow healthy, this airport needs to grow, and for it to grow, there needs to be more, of an airline presence, here in Columbia.
You can calculate what the cost of flying those planes from Columbia to Orlando. I mean, it's 951 miles. They need to get $15,000 to $18,000 per flight to break even, and they were selling tickets at $50 each way.
Frontier has yet to make a public statement about leaving Columbia.
An interesting weather day here in central sections of Missouri. We picked up about a third of an inch at Sanborn Field on the university campus, and unofficially at the airport we picked up just about 2/10 of an inch. As you can see, the rain is long gone, and now the clouds are leaving the area too, so we can expect to see a clearing sky all night long. Temperatures continue to drop after that cold front rammed through here. 28 in Moberly, 31 in Versailles, 34 at Osage Beach. And by tomorrow morning, we'll be looking at a mostly clear sky with the temperature right around 22, 23 degrees. It'll be chilly for a Tuesday morning start. More on the forecast coming up on KOMU 8 News at 10.
All right, thank you, Dave. Well, nearly a month after they revealed major wrongdoings in their investigation, the NCAA finished their external review of their enforcement program. Now, here's a timeline of the NCAA's investigation of the University of Miami. In August 2011, Yahoo Sports published an article about the Hurricanes' potential NCAA violations because of their involvement with booster Nevin Shapiro. After a year of investigation and speculation that Missouri head basketball coach Frank Haith could be facing major violations, the NCAA announced it had major problems with its own investigation. Today, the NCAA decided they will be throwing out any information obtained illegally from the first part of its investigation. Although that information will be thrown out, the NCAA also said most of the information had been obtained properly, and that information will be kept. No timetable yet announced for a conclusion to this. Today, Missouri coach Frank Haith said he had not been in communication with the NCAA over this latest development.
Governor Nixon's Medicaid expansion proposal took form today as House Democrats filed a bill to expand Medicaid eligibility. The bill would make anyone with incomes up to 138% of the federal poverty level Medicaid eligible. That's an income of about $32,500 a year for a family of four. Democrats say expanding Medicaid would bring about 24,000 jobs to Missouri and bring billions of dollars in investments. That's in addition to covering about 300,000 more Missourians. applications. Republicans have said they oppose expanding Medicaid because they fear the federal government won't be able to meet its financial responsibilities. A Republican says he would prefer a free market solution.
And I think there's no interest in simply expanding Medicaid as envisioned under Obamacare.
What would happen is initially we would have to ratchet back our capabilities initially in response to that.
House Minority Leader Jacob Hubble says the bill includes opt-out provisions if the feds can't meet financial obligations.
Moberly Police Department responded to a call today regarding the death of a newborn child. Officers received a call and headed west to West Coach Street. That is where they found the 4-day-old baby unresponsive. Attempts to revive the child were unsuccessful. An autopsy has been scheduled. Police expect to release more information tomorrow. In a string of burglaries today in Callaway County, the sheriff's office has reason to believe 4 burglaries in and near Tebbets are related. Someone burglarized Smart Brothers Farms in W.A. Roots, both businesses in Tebbets. Later, deputies received 2 more reports, one from nearby Stanlin Stalvage and a home in Holt Summit. Thieves took cash, wheels and tires, radiators, and batteries. That investigation is ongoing.
Although we celebrate Black History Month only in February, a Columbia Housing Authority coordinator is ready to help people in need every day. KOMU 8's Mangti Shu tells us how Cornella Williams tries to help people get through their struggles.
What is a debit card? Cornella Williams has worked in the Columbia Housing Authority for almost 5 years. She's teaching a Smart Money class, a program that helps people learn how to budget their money. Besides that program, Williams is also in charge of the Public Housing Family Self-Sufficiency Program, where she helps public housing participants develop goals and achieve them.
Okay, so that's a goal.
Participant Melissa Ricus says Williams is such a positive person who encourages her and lets her believe she can make a difference. Ricus says with Williams' help, she got her GED, enrolled in Columbia College, and got a job.
So I was able to save up my money and get a vehicle for myself and my children. The little things like I was able to get my kids, all the fancy high-tech Xboxes and iPods and phones and all that stuff.
Williams says she's happy to see people like Ricus become self-sufficient.
I love my job. My job is very, very rewarding. At the end of the day, when I go home, even if I'm extremely tired, I know that I have made a difference in that day with somebody.
Williams dropped out of high school and had to live in public housing before she decided to make a change. Back then, she says she had to be self-sufficient on her own, so she understands the participants' situations. Williams says she keeps one motto in mind: just be nice.
Even though they're upset, you can't take it personally because they're struggling with life. And so because of the fact that they're struggling with life, you have to help them along their struggle.
With 3 college degrees now, Williams says she wants to be a good African-American role model and give back. She says she believes if she helps one, that person might help too. Mangti Xu, KOMU 8 News, Columbia.
Williams is also the coordinator of the Reward Program, which helps unemployed public housing residents get back to work. So far, she's helped about 30 people in that program.
Coming up, the roller coaster weather throughout the country is becoming troublesome for fruit farmers. And then a draft of President Obama's immigration bill is leaked, why some politicians are concerned.
Shop the Sealy mattress store that offers the best selection, best prices, and outstanding customer service. Shop Baumgartner's. Sealy's on sale, including Stearns & Foster luxury sets. Hurry in to save big. Baumgartner's of Oz and Columbia, offering the name brands you know and trust.
Wednesday on KOMU 8 News at 10. Alleged abuse at a Missouri penitentiary for women. A guard accused of using excessive force against an inmate. As supervisors turned a blind eye. And video evidence of the abuse was destroyed. Is anyone being held accountable? Watch this Target 8 investigation Wednesday on KOMU 8 News at 10. Coverage you can count on.
Fickle weather patterns across the country's southeast are presenting a challenge for farmers in Florida. Strawberry growers moved to protect their crops from the season's first hard frost this past weekend. Mild weather had caused some strawberry fields to bloom early, leaving the young plants susceptible to damage when temperatures dropped below freezing last night. Farmers say damage should be minimal, but it could take a little time to fully assess any crop damage because of the freeze. Scenes of jubilation in Caracas today after Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez announced via Twitter he was returning to his country. Chavez's return comes after more than 2 months of treatment in Cuba following cancer surgery. The first photos of Chavez since he traveled to Cuba were published on Friday. His supporters celebrated in the streets and outside the military hospital where he was being treated. A draft of President Obama's immigration bill leaked, and now some are concerned it will affect the work of bipartisan immigration reform. Details disclosed in the leak would make undocumented workers eligible to apply for green cards after 8 years if they pass a background check, pay back their taxes, and learn English. After another 5 years, they could apply for citizenship. The president proposed the same path to citizenship in 2011. Some find the timing controversial since just a few days ago, the president renewed a pledge to have a group on Capitol Hill take the reins of immigration reform.
It's also no secret the White House has written its own immigration.
Some on Capitol Hill think the leak was the White House's way of pushing its agenda.
Moving on, concerns are mounting over how prepared Rio will be to host the 2016 Summer Olympics. Today, the IOC's Coordination Commission met Brazilian officials. Members were there for a 4th round of inspections of the city's Olympic venues. The commission president gave a stern warning to Olympic organizers, noting it is important for the city to be prepared to deal with mounting pressure as the Olympics get closer. And in less than 24 hours, Oscar Pistorius will appear at a bail hearing on charges that he allegedly murdered his girlfriend, Reva Steenkamp. The court appearance will come on the same day as a private funeral ceremony for Steenkamp. The Olympian's lawyers will attempt to get bail so he can return to the home where Steenkamp was killed last Thursday morning. There is speculation on whether or not phone records will play a role in the state prosecution against him.
Coming up, Columbia Business is concerned others could be getting scammed just like it did.
And after a relatively mild weekend, we're in for some colder weather this week in mid-Missouri, plus a chance of some wind-free precipitation. That's next on KOMU 8 News at 10.
Denver Mattresses President's Day sale is happening now. Receive a free 51-inch or 32.
Missouri, people are having the same reaction to the newly redesigned 2013 Honda Civic for $199 a month at your Mid-Missouri Honda dealers. With features like rear-view camera, USB port, Bluetooth, and Pandora compatibility all standard. Our competition calls these options. We call it the new look of standard. To get the newly redesigned 2013 Civic for only $199 a month, hurry to your Mid-Missouri Honda dealers. Visit shophonda.com.
Since footlongs are the limousines of hot dogs, you gotta celebrate them limo style.
I love the limo driver.
Oh, he's not a limo driver.
Who is he?
I don't know. I thought you knew him. Mystery.
Get any of the new footlong quarter-pound hot dogs with tots for just $3.99. This is how you Sonic.
At Dodge, we believe every American has certain inalienable rights. And during the Dodge President's Day event, it's time to celebrate them. Like the right to leave other cars in the dust, the right to space and seating for 7, the right to freedom with up to 41 mpg highway, and the right to take on anything. Exercise your right to save and hurry in now to the Dodge President's Day event. Get a low-mileage sign-and-drive lease on select Dart SXTs with 0 down, 0 due at signing and 0 first month's payment for well-qualified lessees.
Get breaking news, weather, and sports on your iPad or tablet device. Download the free KOMU 8 app from the App Store or Google Play. KOMU 8 apps. Read, watch, and interact with coverage you can count on.
Furniture Row's President's Day sale is happening now. Save big on room groups and so much more and get no interest for 4 years. For a limited time, enter to win a Caribbean cruise for 4. Our President's Day sale ends soon. 4 stores, 1 location. Furniture Row.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by your Heart of Missouri Chevy dealers. Now, your live Doppler 8 First Alert weather with Chief Weathercaster Dave Schmidt.
Well, good evening to you. Whiteout conditions will continue to impact parts of North Dakota and Minnesota tonight. Visibility in areas was reduced to under half a mile, and winds are reported in the 25 to 35 mile range with gusts up to 52 miles per hour. Factoring in the wind chill, temperatures tonight will plummet to 25 to 35 degrees below zero. They are really getting hammered up there. And we're going to give you the official 48-hour notice, as we promised you, that some wintry precipitation is possible, particularly Thursday. Now, by Wednesday night after midnight, snow is likely to begin. Now, keep in mind, this could change between now and then, but this is the way it looks now. After midnight, snow could begin. Temperatures, of course, will be below freezing at that time. Thursday, snow, sleet, a wintry mix is certainly possible, as is a 1 to 3 inch accumulation possible by the time it's all said and done on Thursday afternoon. We will keep you posted, of course. Wintry whiteout conditions, as we just reported, in the Dakotas and western Minnesota. That's all moved pretty much east now, moving into portions of Wisconsin and Michigan. Here in central Missouri, we had a good bit of rain today, about 1/3 of an inch at Sanborn Field, not quite 2/10 of an inch officially at Columbia Regional Airport. We are partly cloudy. We're at 31 degrees, just under the freezing mark. Our humidity at 67%. We still have a 15-mile-per-hour west-northwesterly wind. Around the viewing area, 34 at the lake. We're at 34 at Jefferson City. Versailles at 30. Moberly at 28. Mexico at 32. And it looks like 35 in Herman. Now, you figure in that 15-mile-per-hour wind, it feels like this when you step outdoors. Not very much fun up in the northern part of our KOMU 8 viewing area. It's a cold, windy night, and if it weren't for the wind, it would feel a heck of a lot better. Our next weather maker is that system still offshore, off the Pacific Northwest. This is going to be our wintry weather maker, as it moves over toward the east and will begin to affect us, of course, as we indicated, by late Wednesday night. We've got a pretty good handle on the speed and direction of that storm. For us right now, cold air moving into central Missouri, as that cold front is well to our south and to our east. So here's what we're looking at for temperatures tomorrow. It would be quite a bit unlike today. By the way, we topped out today at 57, not even going to be close tomorrow. We're going to be at 35 in Paris, Moberly 33, Fayette at 35 degrees. Looks like Fulton at 34 degrees. Down to the south, we'll look at California with 38 degrees. And let's see, the Lake of the Ozarks at 38, Jefferson City at 37. Here's my live Doppler 8 First Alert forecast for you. Partly cloudy tonight. It is going to be windy and cold, down to 22, 23 degrees for tomorrow morning's drive to work temperature. Tomorrow, Tuesday, windy and cold, mostly sunny, 34 for the afternoon high. Here's a look at the next 3 days on the extended forecast. There you got Wednesday, late snow possibility, wintry mix on Thursday, 34, and then the temperatures really don't warm up into the latter part of the week and into the weekends. We'll stay topping out in the 30-degree range, which is a bit below average for this time of the year.
February in mid-Missouri.
45 is the average high.
You get everything.
I know, you sure do.
March, anything can happen.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Thanks, Dave. A scam had a Columbia business coughing up more cash than it expected. Who was involved? That's coming up.
But first, here are your lottery numbers. Good luck.
Heart disease is a leading killer in mid-Missouri, and now one hospital is trying to battle that epidemic.
A look at the Capital City Medical Center that's providing prevention to help people stay healthy.
And as we work our way on into the next few days, temperatures really drop, and also a very interesting storm system for Thursday. We'll talk all about it tomorrow morning.
Plus, the Columbia High School is getting ready tomorrow for an important dedication. We'll preview the project that is part of a $120 million bond issue.
Join us every morning for your news in your neighborhood and across the nation. See you at 4:30.
Save big money during the Menard Day sale. Update your home with new countertops. They're an easy and affordable way to add value. All special order standard and high-resolution laminate countertops are 12% off Menard's everyday low prices. Keep wood looking its best with Minwax. Clear Finishes offers durability and long-lasting beauty. Choose from polyurethane, Helmsman Spar urethane, and polyacrylic. Save $3 on quartz after rebate.
Save big money at Menards. Hold on to me as we go.
It's time to pursue our dreams, to chase what we believe in. It's time to work, to give it our very all and not give up. American Family Insurance believes your dreams deserve the best protection. That's why we're committed to being there for you every step of the way.
I'm gonna make this place your
You either have it or you don't. Experience the graceful control, exceptional grip, and superior handling of a Mercedes-Benz 4MATIC, one of the most advanced all-wheel drive systems ever made. Available on 9 different model lines. See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services.
At our mattress store, we focus our attention on you, our customer. We make it an easy process for you to find the right mattress when you come in our doors. No pressure, prices that are fair, and always lower than the large chain stores across town. I invite you into our store to experience a no-pressure, relaxed atmosphere where you choose a mattress that fits your level of comfort. Beauty Rest Sleep Gallery on Business Loop 70 next to McDonald's. Wake up and be happy.
Welcome back. Well, listen to this. A local business faced a scam after switching credit card companies.
KOMU 8's Casey Kirshner tells us about the incident and how small businesses can protect themselves.
When Bond Pools and Spas decided to switch its credit card processing company, it thought it would be saving money. But after reviewing its paperwork with Heartland Payment Systems, Rick Vaughn realized something wasn't right.
In looking at their original contract that they had on file with what we had, they were different. The contract had physically been changed.
Vaughn sat down and showed me the 2 different versions of the contract. This is a copy that the business had on file where they were being charged 0.2% in fees. And this is a copy that Heartland had on file where they were charging 0.3% in fees. The same set of paperwork, but a small change that went unnoticed for months.
Same contract as far as signatures, but it was apparent that it had been modified by the salesperson, was our impression.
Heartland refused to discuss the case with me, but Vaughn says Heartland refunded the difference, apologized, and informed him the person who had handled the case had been let go. This is a happy ending for Vaughn, but he says he worries this could happen to other businesses, and it has.
Businesses who have signed contracts with credit card processing companies or credit card agencies of some sort that promise one thing but that don't deliver what's actually been promised.
Promises the Attorney General's office says it's investigating too, all in efforts to protect your pocketbook. Casey Kirshner, KOMU 8 News, Jefferson City.
If you think that you're getting taken, you can contact the Attorney General's office or the Better Business Bureau. And here are a few tips. First of all, have sales associates come when business is slow or closed. Give them your full attention when discussing the details. Never sign blank or incomplete forms. Keep copies of all documents to refer to if needed. And periodically check records to make sure all of the rates are correct. Once again, if you think you're being taken, you can contact the Attorney General's office in Jefferson City or the BBB.
Well, Hickman and Rockbridge, it's one of Midno's biggest rivalries. Coming up in sports, we'll have something about the 2 teams that may surprise you.
Ram Truck Month reminds us that focus and dedication paves the road to something revolutionary. That one-track devotion allows you to do whatever it is you choose to do. We only build trucks, award-winning trucks. Come test it today.
During Truck Month, get $64.50 in total values on Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab plus $1,000 trade-in allowance.
Come into Steak and Shake for half-price happy hour weekdays 2 to 4 p.m. Enjoy hand-dipped milkshakes made with real milk for half the price. Try one of our classic, side-by-side, or specialty milkshakes today. Steak and Shake. Come into Steak and Shake for 4 meals under $4. Get your choice of steak burger meals made with 100% beef and seared on a fiery hot grill. Or even crispy chicken fingers for under $4 each. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers.
It's far out, man. The grand opening celebration all through February at Joe Machens Volkswagen of Columbia. Roll in for throwback prices on some of the coolest cars around. Drive home a new 2013 Beetle for just $199 a month, or buy it for $18,995 delivered. Or the fuel-efficient 2013 Passat, only $159 a month, up to an EPA estimated 31 mpg highway. Grand opening month at Joe Machens Volkswagen of Columbia, the #1 VW dealer in the Midwest. 1200 Vandiver Drive, JoeMachensVW.com.
Closed captioning of KOMU 8 News is brought to you by Missouri Cancer Associates, your comprehensive cancer care center.
A lot of people have a misconception that it takes 20% down to buy a home these days, and that is just not the case. The majority of our customers have opted to take the time off the end of the mortgage when they refinance. You know, by the time they're 40, their mortgage is paid off. Some people are taking the opportunity now to do home improvements, so we'll do the refinance with cash out so that they can do those home improvements. Everyone's situation is unique, but people need to take advantage of the rates as low as they are right now. Just come in. I'll help you.
Now that's what I call a test drive.
Silverado, the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. So what do you think?
I'll take it.
It's Truck Month at your Heart of Missouri Chevy dealers. This month, trade up and use your option package discount to get the 2013 Chevy Silverado All-Star Edition with a total value of $7,250. See your Heart of Missouri Chevy dealer today.
Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports with Chris Gervino.
Hello, everyone. An external review of the NCAA enforcement program is over, and the NCAA says it did improperly obtain some information in its investigation into Miami of Florida. That information will be thrown out, but the NCAA added most information had been obtained properly, and that will be kept. No timetable has been announced for a conclusion to this. Today, Missouri basketball coach Frank Haith said he had not been in communication with the NCAA over this latest development. Tomorrow, the Tigers host the 5th-ranked Florida Gators. Florida is 21-3 and leads the SEC by 2 games. Last month, Florida flattened Mizzou 83-52 in Gainesville. The Gators are the only SEC team ranked among the nation's top 25. Mizzou remains out of the poll after a close loss at Arkansas Saturday. Now the Tigers make a quick turnaround for a game with the Gators.
Well, they're older. They're older than any team in our league and experienced. They've been to Elite Eight 2 years in a row. This team was 1 game from the Final Four with everybody back except for Bradley Beal, and I think Irvin Walker was on that team too. But the core of that team is back. You look across the country, the best teams are the teams that are oldest, and I think they're the oldest team in our league.
They definitely beat our bus pretty bad, so, you know, we want to get redemption.
You know, just staying solid and handling their pressure. You know, last time we kind of struggled with them and their full court press. So, you know, just being poised and staying solid and making simple plays.
They play really well together, you know, and, you know, they move a lot on offense, so we really got to be on our P's and Q's on defense. But I think if we come out and execute our game plan and, you know, and guys, and we're hitting on all cylinders, I think we'll be fine.
8 o'clock tomorrow night for the Tigers and the Gators. The 8th-ranked Missouri softball team is 5-0 after a weekend out in California to start the season. 2 Tigers have been honored for their first week of play. Ace Chelsea Thomas, the SEC Pitcher of the Week after winning twice and striking out 19 batters. Third baseman Nicole Hudson, the SEC Player of the Week. She batted .538 with 5 home runs and 11 runs batted in. Well, Hickman and Rockbridge make for one of our area's biggest rivalries, but KOMU 8's Common Enchev explains something else that has emerged from the crosstown clash.
Rockbridge had 21 wins in a row over Hickman. But this season, the Cupies won both.
It's a lot of fun. At the end of the day, it's just a game, and we all know that. We all love the game of basketball, so it's nothing hatred or, I mean, it's a rivalry, but it's a great fun and crosstown rivals.
We used to be rivals, but it's not really that anymore. It's really like a brothership between me and Nick.
And that friendship was formed because the two played on the same AAU team this past summer. Norton with the 16-year-olds and Witt with the 15-year-olds. And since the two have stayed in touch.
Yeah, we talk, like when he has a game, away game or a home game that I can't make it to, I'll ask him how he did and he'll ask me how I did. Almost every other day, send a text to each other, just how the team's going.
But after high school, the junior Norton is headed to Creighton, and the sophomore Witt already has an offer from Wichita State.
Wichita State and Creighton, they're in the same conference, so then it's like a whole new rivalry. Even better if he came to Creighton with me. That'd be a lot of fun. Like I said, we're real close, we're like family, and when it go against him, it's like probably the best time that I have playing basketball is high school.
Two players, one town, and one friendship. Kamen Enchev, KOMU 8 Sports, Columbia.
Kamen, thank you very much. They could meet a third time in district play next week. Spring training is underway for the Cardinals in Jupiter, Florida. The Cards came so close to making it to the World Series for a second consecutive year, but fell a game short against the Giants in the National League Championship Series last fall. Redbird skipper Mike Matheny is hoping his team makes use of its time at spring training.
Every opportunity, we've been real clear, every opportunity that you get, the second you get out of your car until the time you leave, we're evaluating you. And so you have an opportunity with the big league pitching coach, big league hitting coach, and managers, other coaches watching to go up there and put a good at-bat together. It's pretty important.
And that's sports.
All right, Chris, thank you. Throwing tomatoes, it doesn't only happen in the cartoons. When we come back, find out where one massive fruit fight took place.
Take your pick. Chevy Malibu, $199, Equinox, $199, or the Chevy Cruze for $159 a month. With $2,000 cash or trade at Bob McCosh Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. Now, let's talk trucks. A Bob McCosh Chevy Silverado pickup has 0% for 60 months, plus $1,000 trade-in bonus cash, plus an additional $750 in truck month bonus cash. Come see for yourself at #1 Business Loop in Columbia and 24/7 at bobmccosh.com.
The Lazy Boy President's Day sale is going on now at Baumgartner's. For limited time only, celebrate with hot buy savings on recliners starting at just $2.99 and leather from $5.99. Create the space you love with our great selection of genuine Lazy Boy furniture built for quality, comfort, and style to fit your life. Hurry into the Lazy Boy President's Day sale now at Baumgartner's. The quality you deserve.
Tiger fans, the start of the 2013 Mizzou baseball and softball seasons is just around the corner. Don't miss your chance to see both teams in action as they take the SEC by storm. Two-time All-American Chelsea Thomas looks to lead the 8th-ranked Tiger softball team to their 4th College World Series. And your reigning Big 12 champion baseball Tigers challenge America's premier baseball conference, hosting South Carolina, LSU, Florida, and more. Don't miss Mizzou softball and baseball's inaugural seasons in the SEC. Get your tickets today.
The KOMU 8 iPad and tablet app is brought to you by Family Pawn. Download yours today.
Here's to those whose path isn't perfect, who overcome obstacles to college every single day. They understand that in order to achieve something greater in life, they have to earn it. And it all starts with a degree that's worth more. Columbia College. Learn more about our nationally recognized associate, bachelor's, and master's programs at goforgreater.org.
When you use things from 100 years ago, it's hard to keep up. That's why we need to update Missouri's 100-year-old energy regulations that are stopping investment in modern infrastructure.
All of these states have updated their regulations, but not Missouri. Where do you think the new jobs will go? Text ENERGY to 877-877. Let's ask Missouri legislators to update our energy regulations. We can't create jobs for the future if we're living in the past.
Tomatoes went flying at the 3rd annual War of the Tomato in Chile. It drew about 7,000 people.